Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the September 29th Board of Commissioners meeting that I'll call to order. We're joined again today by our friend and colleague, Don Bradley, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Today also joining us is Reverend Roberta Johnson, and she is the chaplain assistant at UPMC Memorial Hospital, and she's also an associate minister at the Friendship Baptist Church in York, PA. So we're glad to have her here today.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, "If my people which are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven. I will forgive their sin and I will heal their land." Let us pray. Father God, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, I come this morning first thanking you for this day, a day we've never seen or will ever witness again. I pray that you will teach and guide these commissioners in your will. Bring their minds under submission as they continue to serve the people of this county. Let them know that service is something they get to do and not something they have to do. Provide them with strength, wisdom, direction, guidance, good health, and the mental capacity in all of their decision. Keep them humble and committed to prayer as they continue to seek your face. Now the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.
Okay, we'll move on to item number 4 on the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through E as listed below.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 5.
I'll make a motion to approve the program management agreement between the County of York on behalf of the Human Services Department and the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to provide the administration of the Emergency Food Assistance Program for the period of October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2026.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 6.
I make a motion to approve a contract agreement between the County of York on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Department and Bricker's French Fries, LLC, York, Pennsylvania, as a food vendor at Christmas Magic at Festival of Lights in Rocky Ridge County Park for a total cost of $3,750 for the period of November 26th, 2021 through Thursday, December 30th, 2021.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 7.
I make a motion to approve a contract agreement between the County of York on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Department and Shipley Energy, York, Pennsylvania, to provide display at Christmas Magic, a Festival of Lights in Rocky Ridge County Park for a total cost of $3,000 for the period of November 26, 2021 through Thursday, December 30th, 2021.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 8.
I make a motion to approve a contract agreement between the County of York on behalf of the York County Prison and WellSpan Health, York, Pennsylvania, to provide a program to identify re-entrants who have medically, socially complex issues and who benefit from enhanced support during the reentry transition process in order to improve their health outcomes and reduce avoidable hospital admissions at no cost to the county for the period of September 1st, 2021 to September 1st, 2022.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
And I know the prison board had spoken about this at the prison board meeting, and I think the first handoff has taken place, and it was very successful.
So for those of you watching, this is linked to the START program that WellSpan has partnered with the county on. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 9.
I make a motion to approve a services agreement between the County of York on behalf of the York County Office of Children, Youth, and Families and Gavin, York, Pennsylvania, to provide a recruitment video to be used in several forms, including career fairs, college classes, as well as being posted on social media to provide candidates a realistic view of what child welfare employment entails in the amount of $18,850 for video production.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, and I know we're joined today by our Director, Claire Dahl from Human Services.
Morning.
Morning.
We plan to move forward at some point with this. What we'd like to do is just table it for the moment, do a little bit more research, a little bit more homework, and then it'll be back on the agenda in some form.
So really, in reality, we do need to go out and advertise for more positions, but you want to go through some more process of
Absolutely.
review? Okay.
Sounds pretty reasonable. Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
So you want
So
Motion to
on a motion to table it.
motion to table?
I'll second the motion.
All right. All those in favor to table the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, so we will table it, and you let us know when you're ready to revisit it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item number 10.
I'll make a motion to approve a software and software maintenance agreement between the County of York on behalf of the Information and Technology Services Department and CDW-G, Chicago, Illinois, for the licensing of various Microsoft software products.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 11.
I make a motion to approve the submission of the 2020-2021 expense and data report for the State Food Purchase Program to the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture, reflecting the expenditure of $541,792.19 in funds to purchase 715,645 pounds of food for households in need of York County.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 12.
I'll make a motion to approve a new County of York administrative policy entitled Remote Work, EM-30.0, and Remote Work Application and Agreement, effective October 1st, 2021, as recommended by the Policy Committee.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. I know I had some questions regarding the policy, so I'd like to ask my fellow commissioners to table this so we can have further review on the policy.
Motion to table?
I'll second the motion to table the
I have a
agreement.
motion and a second to table. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, so we'll table that motion to a later date. Item number 13.
I make a motion to approve a software and software maintenance purchased between the County of York on behalf of the Information and Technology Services Department and CDW-G, Chicago, Illinois, for the licensing of various Microsoft software products for a total cost of $954,525.78, paid annually at $318,175.26 from July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2024.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 14.
Motion to approve a purchase between the County of York on behalf of Information and Technology Services Department and Global Data Consultants LLC, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, for 9 Dell laptops with a 3-year warranty for a total cost of $10,990.17.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 15.
Motion to approve a software maintenance purchase between the County of York on behalf of Information and Technology Services Department and Global Data Consultants LLC, Chambersburg, PA, for Veeam backup software licenses from December 26, 2021 to December 25, 2022, for a total cost of $33,000. $217.88.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 16.
Motion to adopt Resolution 2021-26 on behalf of the Community Development and Department of York Planning Commission to approve the following changes to U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, Washington, D.C., funded Emergency Solutions Grant Program funded activities as approved in the York County 2019 Annual Action Plan as amended below.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 17.
Motion to approve the release of funds in the amount of $69,886.19 to Farm and Natural Lands Trust of York County for acquisition of a conservation easement of 127 plus or minus acres in Fairview Township owned by Harold L. and Sharon L. Stoneberger.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. I know Sean's here. Sean, before you speak, I would just ask if the IT could check the mic to make sure the mic's working.
Sean Kenny, Executive Director of Farm and Natural Lands Trust. Got that right?
Yep.
Thanks for having me this morning, and I'm glad to be back, and I'll be back again for the next meeting and hopefully a few after that. So this is our neighbors to the north, all the way up in Fairview Township. One of the least areas of preservation efforts between us and the Ag Preserve Board. We do have another property preserved up there, and we hope to add to it because they do have some great agricultural and environmentally sensitive areas up there, and in addition to having a good bit of development pressure as well. So this is a larger property at 127 acres. I always say we're preserving typical York County farms. This is has about 60% agriculture and quite a bit wooded. The owners have a number of properties throughout York County, so we hope to work with them on some of their other properties after this. They use this as a trial run, and things went very well. So the property has several springs on it. It has headwaters to, I believe it's Bennett Run. They're located between the Yellow Breeches and the Conewago watersheds, which obviously drain into the Susquehanna River and then the Chesapeake Bay. So appreciate your support for this, and I'm sure the landowners do, and all of our volunteers. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Sean, just because we have some time and you're here, maybe for the public and people that may be watching, how would they apply for
Great.
your organization?
So our goal now with the county's support, which has started, we're in our second year, is to preserve 1,000 acres a year. Last year, we were able to successfully attain about 1,200 acres, and this year, we're a little bit later in our process, but we're on pace to do at least 1,000 or more. Anyone can go to our website at farmtrust.org and find our contact information. Because we're doing 1,000 acres a year, we often get approached about properties that are 7 or 8 or 10 acres, and the reality is we're a small staff, and if we had to do 100 easements a year, I probably wouldn't be standing here anymore, no offense. But our average property size is around 75 acres. Right now, our minimum is 25, around there, but we will have properties that are adjacent to existing easements, and that really is a great benefit for our program and the longevity of our organization too. You're doing site inspections annually at these properties, so when they're neighboring each other, that helps. We're averaging around $500 an acre plus settlement costs, which are paid for by the county, which is a great partnership and a steal of a deal compared to the prices you pay as you head east, which get accelerated in the multiples of 3 and beyond, especially as you head towards the Philadelphia area where I'm from. They've paid for easements up to $25,000 an acre, so 500 an acre is a pretty good deal. And we don't have a backlog because we haven't had to do much promoting. We've mainly word of mouth, and these presentations bring landowners into us, and we've been very successful on hitting our goals. So this puts us over 13,000 acres on 151 properties in the 31 years we've been in existence. So 1,000 acres a year really puts us up a notch in terms of preservation efforts. So we greatly appreciate the county's support and the general public's support, and welcome any other questions.
Any other questions for Sean? Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Item number 18.
Motion to ratify the approval of the fiscal year 2020 through 2021 Act 148 invoice covering July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021 on behalf of the York County Office of Children, Youth, and Families to the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services Office of Children, Youth, and Families in the amount of $48,288,659.
I'll second the
I
motion.
have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
And Mark, this is a big number. This is standard operating procedure to invoice?
Yes, it is. Actually, it's lower than what it has been in prior years due to the pandemic. We just haven't had as many staff and costs.
Right.
So unfortunately, it's a good thing and a bad thing. The state continued to pay us based on the original budget submission. So they've actually overpaid us, and this year we're paying those funds back.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 19.
Motion to amend a professional services agreement between the County of York on behalf of Facilities Management Department and New Tech Design, York, Pennsylvania, for the bidding and construction management for Phase 2 renovations at Pleasant Valley Road facility for a cost not to exceed $79,600.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 20.
Motion to approve a grant application between the York County Planning Commission and HRG to work with the Cumberland County Planning Department and the West Shore Historic Society to submit the final application for the 2021 Transportation Alternative Set-Aside Program. The application would seek funding to rehab the Sheepford Road Bridge over the Yellow Breeches Creek.
I'll second the motion.
A motion and a second. I see our colleagues from the Planning Commission. Any comments from you all? Okay. Any further discussion?
This was something I think when the Sheepford Bridge people came in that had discussed with us and the county commissioners from Cumberland about putting this on hold and giving them some opportunity to, I think, raise funds for the eventual utilization of the bridge. So I think this is a good idea, and we're giving them some leeway and hopefully getting some grant funds.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 21.
Motion to approve tax refund register 2021-07, authorizing payment of York County real estate tax refunds totaling $9,544.16.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 22.
Motion to approve the check register for the week of September 22nd, 2021, totaling $5,142,807.60.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 23.
Motion to approve the check register for the week of September 29th, 2021, totaling $4,712,595.07.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. No executive sessions. The Board of Commissioners does have just some brief updates under other business. We talked about this at our last meeting, but just wanted to make the public aware from our colleagues at Emergency Management that the Disaster Recovery Center for York County is open. It is located at Manchester Township Municipal Building, and we thank Manchester Township for opening their facility for this. 3200 Farm Trail Road, and that is in York. The times that the Disaster Recovery Center is open is Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can find further information on our website or the Facebook page for emergency management. But for those impacted by Tropical Depression Ida, we would encourage you to reach out to folks there and they can assist you. The other couple reminders from the Board of Commissioners is The commissioners are going to have a town hall meeting to give an update on a few topics regarding the county on October 13th at 6 p.m. in the evening. It will be here for those who want to join live. For those who want to join remotely, you will have that option as well. So we wanted to put that out there for folks. We know that Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. Aren't conducive for everybody to participate in a commissioners meeting. So the Board of Commissioners is going to make themselves available for an evening time slot to talk with the community. The other two updates regarding the election coming up, the county is going to continue to have basically a drive-by drop-off box here. That's been, community's been very thankful and appreciative of that service. So on Saturday, October 30th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we will have a drop box out on the sidewalk in front of the administration building. And then we will once again have the drop box out in front of the administration building on Election Day, which is November 2nd, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. We'll continue to provide repetitive updates on that, but did want to get the word out. We know some folks do like to drop their ballot off in person. Open it up for public comment. Hearing none, if I could have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned, and we will move on to Salary Board.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the September 15th, 2021 Salary Board meeting as submitted.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2.
I make a motion to approve the positions, salaries, hours of work, and fringe benefits as provided by existing collective bargaining agreements or as set forth in your county employee handbook or your county policy manual for the following departments and row office as stated below, with no additional benefits or concessions unless otherwise noted.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. If I could have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned, and we will move on to Election Board. And if you could just bear with me for a moment, I will bring up the agenda for that. Okay, welcome.
Good morning, Steve Ulrich, representing the Elections and Voter Registration Office. We bring before you today 2 motions, one to temporarily move a polling location and the other to accept a recommendation from the Election Task Force regarding the number of ballots for the fall election.
Great.
Okay. I will make a motion to temporarily move the polling location in Shrewsbury Township to the New Hope Thistles United Church, 3246 Fischels Church Road, Glen Rock, from the Susquehannock Middle School, 3280 Fischels Road, Church Road, Glen Rock.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. For those of you that may recall, we did actually vote on a temporary location at the last meeting. Since that approval, we were informed by the school district that they will not be able to make themselves available. So we are certainly grateful to New Hope Fischel Church for stepping up to help us out. So,
And Steve, I know we've talked about this before, but just for the people in this polling location that I know we're close to the election, I don't know if it's 7 weeks or 8 weeks, they will all be notified and it will be posted and things.
That is correct. It will be available on the county website, and also new voter ID cards will be distributed.
Right. Okay.
okay, so I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
And I'll make a motion to accept the recommendation of the Election Task Force to print Election Day ballots in the quantity of 60% of registered voters, rounded to the nearest hundredth, in each of the county's 161 precincts. The total of Election Day ballots will be 190,300, and the total number of provisional ballots throughout the county will equal 13,675.
Second.
A motion and a second. We certainly are aware that we had some difficulty in the general election with Election Day ballots. The Election Task Force, correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, instead of what the statute states that we should use the highest election day turnout for the last municipal election. And so the discussion was that we wanted to make sure we had some margin built in, and so instead of using the turnout, we're going to use registered voters, which will allow a buffer there. And based on the benchmarking that the Elections Department, the Elections Task Force team has done on other counties, counties range between 40 to 60%, so we're going to err on the upper side of that. So just some background on how that number was derived. Did I miss anything in that calculation, Steve? Okay.
I think another thing, Julie, maybe to point out, and Ron, is, and we sit on the election task force, is we've talked about if there is a possibility that we may run short of ballots, which I think we're being conservative in the 60% number, that I think we're going to identify locations throughout the county, maybe 3 or 4 places that may be able to print ballots if we need them. So we have a backup plan if in fact we don't. There had been some discussion that people said, why don't you just print 100% of the ballots? We all know we have like 310, 320,000 registered voters in York County. We don't always vote to that level in all fair municipal elections. So I think we've been conservative in the estimate, but I think we're going to do a good job this time.
So the task force has decided we're going to divide the county into 4 quadrants. So northern portion up towards Dillsburg, southern portion Delta, you got Hanover, and you got Howlem, and look to identify on-demand printing resources besides the resources here at the county. So we would have potentially 5 locations that could help on election day with on-demand printing. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. We'll open it up for any public comment. Hearing none, if I could have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.